actually not a tarot card deck. This is really more like an oracle deck, and this one's called The Universe Has Your Back. I love using these at times just for motivational. This is from Hay House, and this is from Gabrielle Bernstein. Um, and the artwork is by Michaela Ezra. So I just love the artwork on this. And sometimes I just kind of, like if I don't want to do like a tarot card pull for myself, and it's like, okay, Spirit, like, what should I know today? And then, like, when I pull one out, you don't have to read them in reversals, but it's like, like this. Here I am trying to do videos, and here's one that I just pull randomly, and it's like, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Okay. And yeah, it just, they're very simple, really sweet messages, messages of affirmation. I'm going to read two of them. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Okay. All right. And as witches, we got to have our little starry night sky. Okay. I witness the darkness and call on the light. With my prayer, thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. All right, guys. So this one doesn't really have like a guidebook to it. This is the inside of the box. And then there was like a little insert card that says, "Hi, miracle worker." And then it has a note for you about the cards from Gabrielle. And then it has the author and the artwork creator on the back on there. So this one's just really good as far as like if you just want to have some sort of affirmations or some sort of message from spirit. Talking to heaven. Okay. This is Doreen Virtue and James Van Prague. Doreen Virtue, some people like her, some don't. I'm just keeping an open mind. But anyway, she did make some really beautiful cards. They're mediumship cards. So if you are a medium and starting to work your power a little bit, this has really helped tremendously for me to do some readings. I am not talking a lot about my medium empath skills. Yes, I have my guides and they do talk to me, but I do hear voices from the other side. So the mediumship cards really helped with healing when I had been calling on my ancestors, people who had passed over. And I also pulled these for other people too when I started doing this. But it's really like having a message from the other side coming in. Like it was time to let go. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. This one is my favorite because I get them from both of my dads. I always give you a kiss goodnight. So, yeah, this one also has the book here too, and then it kind of gives a little bit more of a dialogue when you pull that card. So again, and then they are pretty smaller here. Obviously it's got like the clouds, like the gateway to heaven, if you believe in that, on the other side. But the energy is still here. So that's why I like using these cards, and it's kind of nice, like having the dialogue, like if I'm way too much in my head and I'm not able to hear a clear message. These are always really good. And then they have like the gold shimmer, kind of like with the first tarot card deck that I showed you. They have like the gold trim on the side. And I always think like the imagery is pretty. Pretty. Man, how Texas can you get? Yeah, but very motivational. And I think with these cards too, I think, yeah, you get some sort of inspirational message, even if it's not from people that have passed on, even your spirit guides, maybe a guardian angel you haven't met yet. So yeah, I mean it's really good. So Some people would be throwing these oracle cards away because they feel a certain way about Doreen Virtue. Like, okay, like, I'm gonna appreciate the artwork, and yeah, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. It ain't cheap. All right. So I did mention this lovely lady the other day was Rebecca Campbell. She has another deck called, I believe, the Star Seeds. But I really liked the Work Your Light. This is about how big it is, and I love the roses. Anything with like metallics or holograph and pink and pastel color, like this is this is great. But yeah, it's Rebecca Campbell. It's got the Oracle guidebook. And the artwork is by Danielle Noel. Okay. This is what the back of the cards look like. Okay. You've probably seen these from other YouTubers who do tarot card readings and they read oracle messages with that on the side. But yes, the artwork on this is just beautiful. Here's the warrior woman. Align your life. Align your life. Break the chain, baby. Break the chain. There's the other one. Yeah, but it's very, I love that. Oh, our favorite card out of the tarot deck, the Tower. This one is associated with the crumbling. Okay. Get that ego in check, boy. Get that ego in check. Or girl. Boy, girl. Yeah, I keep getting drawn to cards that have, I guess because of the way that I was brought up and taught, like it really kind of goes back into like the religious, spiritual aspect from the Catholic Church. So I don't know, I always kind of find like something comforting and something familiar, you know, when I'm kind of going into a transition of something else. But yeah, I just find the imagery of these cards. Here's the inner temple. Just so beautiful. So yeah, so there's part of that. All right, another Doreen Virtue. So again, maybe some of my Christian witches out there, because I know there are some, you know, and you've read the Bible from cover to cover. This is the Loving Words from Jesus, Doreen Virtue. I actually got this when I declared myself as a witch, and I was like, you know what, I can still incorporate Jesus Christ, because again, from what my family had practiced, it was part of the African culture, where they used their god deities and put them in with what was established in the Catholic Church. So that's what resonated with me. And Jesus was a pretty cool guy, so you know, like, hey. So who doesn't want to hear like a kind word and just, hey, like a Bible verse, you know, and boom, like this still gives you an answer on, even if you're not into the Bible, um, you can go in and search for the meaning and analyze the words and deeper meanings, because words again have vibrations and how you should take things. Um, you know, like who doesn't, here he is in the back. Okay, these are what all the back of the cards look like. But again, like this imagery is so pretty. And then here's nothing shall be impossible unto you. Like who wouldn't want to hear a kind word like that? You know, if you're going through a hard time and boom, here's your card. And it's like, okay, this makes me feel better. It makes me feel better. And you're asking spirit for the message. You're asking spirit for the message. It doesn't matter where it's coming from, you know, but you're asking for the message, okay? You're asking for the message. So yes, there you go. So there's that. This one doesn't have a guidebook. I mean, it just kind of tells you like, hey, this is where it comes out from the Bible. And there you go. All right, so my witches. All right, I found this at a metaphysical shop. I don't know if this is available on Amazon, but this is called Witches Wisdom Oracle Cards. Okay, and I have played with this for a few times. I'm still trying to bond with this one. And it came with the guidebook, and it's made by two witches. Okay, and I love this, and I want to show you what they look like in the back when they took their photo op for their pictures. So there they are. So there is Barbara and Flavia. And there is the pentagram in the back. So this is what every back of the card looks like. And they're fairly large cards. But yeah, so whenever you draw one out, there's a guide on the different spreads you can do. But yeah, there's this here. You see, then you have like a ritual and invocation. Kind of gives you like a guide of like as far as your craft, like what you should be doing. Yeah, I just thought the imagery on these were just really cool. Something was really calling me out to this. And again, one of the witches, she is the daughter of the Morrigan. So yeah, I do not take lightly on synchronicities of certain things. So yeah. Oh, but look, they even have like the hand fasting and the union. This is what it looks like inside of the book. Okay. And then it has like little things here. So it says commitments, not a dirty word, achievements, focused, goals are spurred. Choose one path to lead the way. With dedication, you'll not stray. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There, it is done. So it's got this nice little spell like underneath the card. And then there's Witch's Wisdom, and it says, now is the time to gather all the tools you have obtained along your way, including that which you have learned and experienced, and bring them to the table. For you have now the vital ingredients you need to bring about the magic you require. The sacred space that is the altar has presented itself to you. So now is the time for you to realize where your allegiance truly lies. Remove any tendencies for favoring flaky indecision so that you can bear your soul in truth and dedication to that which flows through your veins and sings strong in your heart. Decide upon your path carefully and wisely and make a full commitment to that which you choose. Then follow through by means of dedication to your choice. Create an altar, offer up prayers and thanksgiving to strengthen your relationship with your allies. Which is foresight. You've been dabbling in various lifestyle choices. Choose one that will serve you well and stick to it. Dedicate in your house or garden an altar that with which you are spiritually aligned. Focus will bring desired results. Altar revealed. Ancient cultures have used altars in their temples and sacred spaces since the dawn of time. The sacred space contains and holds the magic activity of ourselves and the deities, using our tools and ingredients for spellcasting, candle magic, and consecration. The altar is a focus for ritual, sacred purpose, and intent in all things. So again, every card is like this, giving what the card means. There's a spell on each page, and yeah, it's just to really help you get into the practice. So I've really enjoyed this because you don't really see a lot. I mean, you probably do, but there's some bigger people in the tarot and oracle card industry, but like you don't really see something like this that really helps you with the craft, unless I'm mistaken and I just haven't found it yet. But I really like this deck. Okay, next one. So I figured I had friends. Y'all know when you do tarot cards. This is another thing. You know, when you start telling people you read tarot, people are going to ask you for free readings. Yes, I do free readings sometimes, not as often as I used to. Again, it does take energy. It is a luxury for doing tarot cards. I just do them for some people because, again, you don't really know what kind of energies you're getting, and it can screw with your tarot cards sometimes. But I did buy a deck. I don't really use it because, again, I am married. I'm working on my married life. But when it comes down to love spells and love rituals, I mean, I'll probably get into something like that if I'm really trying to make my relationship, my marriage better. But again, everybody is down to free will. It's not bending the will for somebody else to do something.